Captain's log, stardate 52.2. We have just entered the Delta Triangle, a vast, uninhabited sector of our galaxy in which a high number of mysterious disappearances of starships have been recorded since ancient times. The Enterprise has been assigned the mission of surveying this area and, if possible, determining the cause of these disappearances.
Hey guys, welcome back to another adventure in scale modeling at Dirk's Pneumophiles. We're going to be revisiting the AMT Cadet series starships again. Cool little kits. What we're going to do is just what these kits are perfect for. We're going to take these kits and we're going to make a diorama, and this diorama is from a scene in the animated series in an episode called The Time Trap. In this episode, the Enterprise, along with the Klingons, get sucked into some sort of vortex or something like that in the Delta Triangle, aka Bermuda Triangle, the Delta Triangle in space. They get sucked into this, I forget what they call it, this other universe or something like that, and they have, basically the gist of it is they have to work together to get out of it. So join forces and join ships. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take the Klingon ship here from this kit. This ship has already been built, so I don't have that, so I'm going to use the Klingon ship here, and then we're going to use the original Enterprise from over here in this kit. And we're going to take the two, build them up, and display them as in the Time Trap. I hope you'll enjoy it. Stay tuned. Okay, so here we are. We're back with our two kits. First, we've got the Enterprise. Okay, basically one sprue with was it 13 pieces? We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 pieces. Okay, 13 pieces. We'll make that up. And then for the Klingon, we have, I believe it's 9 pieces. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10 pieces. So we're going to get these built up and be right back. Okay, as you can see here, we got our D7 battle cruiser built up. Simple build. It only took me probably a couple minutes to do. Not every kit has to be over-engineered and take months, that's for sure. Especially the way I build. Even I'm allowed to have an easy one, I guess. But anyway, this built up pretty good. The only thing I have to do now, well, before paint that is, still got to paint it, is I'm going to fill in the seams here with some putty. It seems odd that the part that they want the two parts to come together, they did the seams on the top as opposed to being on the bottom where they'd be more hidden. But whatever. We're just going to fill this up with some putty. I usually use Bondo putty, automotive Bondo putty. This stuff here. But I found in my stash I had this Tamiya putty, so I'm not sure if it's still good, but I just figured I'd use this just to get rid of it, I guess. Plus it's white, so it might cover better with the primer. But anyway, we're going to go over that in a minute. But before I do that, what I wanted to show you is this is from the original series box kit. You can see right here, again, the original series. So this is from the TV series. But I just wanted to show you to compare, because they're, these cadet kits got a lot of critics out there on them. But I just wanted to show you, and that's, the critics are because of the size, but I just want to show you, here is D7 from the movie box set. I did this years ago. I put together a diorama for the movie, which I have to rebuild. It's kind of deteriorated over the years, but here is one of the ships. But I wanted to compare, if you want to see this, and I'm going to put pictures in because the pictures will show better than the video, but I just wanted to show you real quick the difference. Look at the difference, the grading, the plating and everything on the hull, and that's big broad parts. You go, okay, that's kind of neat, but the real cool part is, look at the detail. See if we get in close enough on the neck and the bridge sections. I mean, the motion picture is just filled with detail. That neck is filled with detail. You flip it over, lots of detail on the underside too. So I'm not saying one's better than the other. That's not what I mean. It's just comparing the differences between the two. Again, for those that are criticizing there's not a lot of detail in these kits, there can be. This motion picture one has tons and tons of detail. So anyway, back to our build. What I'm going to do is, like I said, we're going to fill this with primer. Fill this with some putty here. This is about all I really need to do with the putty. The seams here along the neck and around the ball here, they pretty much disappeared with a little bit of sanding. I used a sanding stick and they pretty much disappeared. And I'm sure once I use some primer, they'll be gone, or at least it'll be good enough for this project. So, and also where it joins up here against the neck joins the hull. Again, nice. No, very little seam work. I'm not going to do anything. There's just no need to. It's just that good. I lucked out, I guess, maybe, because I've seen other people, they said they've had problems. But this looks pretty good. So we're going to get together and do some puttying now. Okay, so we puttied the D7, we did some sanding, and we're going to give it some primer to see if we can, show the spots we missed. But while that's sitting right now, we're going to start on the Enterprise. So we got our Enterprise here, cleaned up the saucer bits. I stuck together the nacelles. They're both drying. Once they're dry, then we'll tack the seams and everything like that. What I wanted to show you is on the secondary hull here. Zoom in here. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. Oh, hold it. I have an idea. Hold on a second. Hang on. Wait for it. There we go. There we go. Look at that. As you can see, it has windows molded into it, which, credit to the company for trying, that's great. But from what I understand, or actually not really what I understand, what I've experienced with the two that I've done so far, yeah, they don't match up with the decals, so it's kind of silly. But again, kudos to them for attempting that. But what we're going to do is we're going to have to sand that off, make it a smooth hull ship, and then we'll put the decals on. Okay, so this has to be taken care of. One other thing I want to show you when assembling this, I got chalk all over my fingers, but basically what people miss sometimes, and I'm just as guilty, is when you put this in, these pylons need to go into the secondary hull prior to assembly. So you do it like that, you stick them in there, okay, holds it by itself. And then you can take this part and put it through, okay. Otherwise, what's going to happen is you're going to have to trim the plastic off to get it to fit if you wait until the secondary hull is put together, and you might have some let me do it this way here. Instead of your nacelles sitting properly like this, they might sag or be one way or another. So you want to make sure you get that sandwiched in between the halves before you glue them together. Okay, so that's my tip of the day. All right, I'll be right back.